situation in Syria still very worrying. UN envoy Lakhdar Brahimi short on detail following his meeting with President Bashar al-Assad in Damascus. The opposition says diplomacy is getting them nowhere. A call for calm in India. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh says violence is not the answer following angry protests sparked by the gang rape of a young woman in New Delhi. And elephants dressed as Santa Claus and an underwater Christmas tree. We take a look at how people around the world are getting into the festive mood on this Christmas Eve. Those are the headlines this hour. You're watching France 24 with me, Laura Baines. Now, the UN envoy to Syria has been meeting with President Bashar al-Assad in Damascus. Lakhdar Brahimi revealed little about the meeting, instead expressing hope that a solution would be found in the future. It comes as activists accuse the government of carrying out another massacre. They claim at least 60 people, many of them women and children, were killed by an air raid on a bakery. Ketavan Gorjastani and Jennifer Lush report.
The situation in Syria is still worrying. That was Lakhdar Brahimi's assessment following his meeting with Bashar al-Assad.
We have exchanged opinions about the steps that could be taken in the future. The president spoke about his vision of the situation, and I talked about the steps that I think could be undertaken to help the Syrian people get out of this crisis.
The two-day trip is Brahimi's third since being named special envoy, but so far he's made little progress. In October, his last attempt to secure a ceasefire failed, and violence on the ground keeps growing. On Sunday, activists say a government airstrike on a bakery in a rebel-held town in central Syria killed dozens. Brahimi couldn't fly directly into Damascus because of fighting near the airport, instead having to drive from Beirut. It's unclear how much this trip can achieve. Rebels refuse any negotiations that would include Assad. Meanwhile, the regime accuses them of refusing to talk. According to state TV, Assad assured his government's commitment to the success of efforts aimed at protecting the country's sovereignty and independence. Attacked by rebels on the inside, the Syrian regime is increasingly isolated on the international stage. Its staunchest ally, Russia, has recently dialed down its support, saying it no longer seeks to preserve Assad's regime.
Well, for more, I'm joined on the line by Majid Rafizadeh. He's the president of the International American Council on Middle East. Thanks for being with us tonight. Now, Brahimi seems to be making as little headway as did his predecessor, Kofi Annan. One has to ask, what is the point of these meetings?
Well, right, Laura, this is an important question. This is the fourth visit of Brahimi since August that he received his position by being replaced by Kofi Annan. I think the timing of this visit, I think, is important because in the last month we had the rebels have had territorial gains in Homs, Hama, and also in suburb of Damascus, Yarmouk refugee camps, and I think what Brahimi thought that Assad might be desperate in this situation, and he might agree to reach a deal and to allow some sort of peaceful and orderly transition of power and creating a more democratic system of governance.
Meanwhile, when we talk about what's going on inside Syria, increasingly we are seeing jihadist elements in this conflict, aren't we? Does the international recognised opposition still have control over the groups inside Syria fighting to oust this regime?
Well, this is a very significant question. The problem now is that the newly formed coalition opposition outside Syria gained legitimacy and credibility in the West and by more than 100 countries and Arab states. But the problem is that now they have to show that they can coordinate and organize all these different fractured independent groups inside Syria. At the beginning of the uprising, there might be one opposition group, but now we have tens of different groups that they are independently acting. Some of these groups are Islamists, some of them are Salafi, some of them are peaceful. And the Free Syrian Army also is not an organized group inside Syria. So all these groups have made the Syrian case now is more complicated to resolve.
Majid Rafizadeh, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you very much for joining us.